So, AI Day Part 2, I think people will be blown away, but that's at the end of next month, so we'll leave that, except there's going to be a lot of cool stuff.
Hi guys, and welcome to Investor's Guide to the Galaxy. It's your host, Alex Ionescu. Profitability of Tesla, it's gonna go only up from here on. Solving autonomy, the numbers will be crazy. Tesla has the highest operating margin in the whole auto industry. There will be 100 million miles driven by FSD full self-driving software by the end of this year. Elon Musk says Optimus will be more valuable than the car long term. I've done just a video cut of what I found to be more interesting information from Tesla shareholder meeting. I will leave the link to the whole 2 hours her shareholder meeting in the video description. If you are crazy like me, go watch it all. Tesla stock price today up 0.4%, year to date down almost 23%, the past year up almost 30%. So let's just listen to the Tesla technoking Elon Musk.
Sort of mental pain, actually. This psychic damage. That green curve is approximately correct. But I'm just very proud of the fact that we've actually been able to produce more cash than we have spent, and have positive retained earnings and be worth our salt, essentially. And that's a really big deal, and it's very hard. We obviously had some challenges there in 2017, and then, but since then, our free cash flow generation has been very good and trending upwards. And this is really before autonomy really kicks in. We have autonomy to some degree, but solving autonomy is will really be an amplification of free cash flow to a degree that is, you run the numbers and it's like, wow, can it really be that crazy? But it could be that crazy. This year, I swear. So, when we started out, it was dumb to start a car company, and then dumb squared to do an electric car company. And we were told, you're never going to make money, etc. And we didn't for a while, but now we have the highest operating margin in the whole industry. So. Exactly. Exactly. Tesla is not just a car company. Tesla is many companies in one, and we're as much a software company as we are a hardware company. And that's really going to be obviously essential for the future. And software, both in the car and obviously with neural net training, but also software in the factory as well. So you can think of the factory as a giant cybernetic collective. So a factory is just an enormous cybernetic collective of humans and machines and software. And the better the software is, the better that cybernetic collective works. It was not to get maximum market share or anything. It was really try to show the auto industry that it was possible to go electric, and that if you made compelling electric cars, people would buy them. And that's what's happened. And I think that's really profound. So. Yeah. Also, when our competitors advertise for electric vehicles, every time they do that, our sales go up. It's pretty funny. You definitely don't want to count chickens until they're hatched, but I think we're tracking to have Model Y be the highest selling vehicle by revenue this year, and the highest by unit volume next year. So. And we might be able to announce another factory location later this year. Well, I think ultimately we'll end up building, I don't know, probably at least 10 10 or 12, 10 or 12 gigafactories. And there will be really gigafactories like output, aiming for average output of like 1.5 to 2 million units per factory, which is enormous. So anyway, that's kind of obvious. Now this is the thing that I think is super cool. If you add up all the energy produced over the last 10 years by Tesla solar panels, it is more energy than was used to manufacture all of our cars and charge all of our cars at superchargers and at home. This is, and I mean, the mission of Tesla is to accelerate sustainability, and I think this is really amazing. More energy produced than was used in making the car and charging them over billions of miles. So, and we're going to keep obviously increasing our solar activity and vehicles, and try to keep these on par. Because the three elements of a sustainable energy future are sustainable energy production, primarily with solar and wind, and then stationary battery packs to store the sustainable energy because of its wind and solar are intermittent, and then electric transport. And if you have those three pillars, you have a fully sustainable future. When thinking about the competitiveness of companies, especially if the companies are technology companies, I recommend looking at where the smartest engineers want to work. This is wherever the smartest engineers want to work, that's going to be that technology company is going to be the one that is likely to succeed. Just like if it's a pro sports team, where are the ace players going? Okay, probably that team will win. So we put a lot of effort into ensuring that the best engineers in the world want to work at Tesla, and frankly, sometimes Tesla's number one, sometimes SpaceX number one, but so this is just like last year. And we do actually, for those curious and maybe want to work at either SpaceX or Tesla, we do allow people to move from one company to the other if they would like. So if you want to spend a better time working on electric vehicles, better time spending working on rockets, you can. That's cool. We support that. So yeah. Lowest cars are already the safest in the industry. So we have the lowest probability of injury of any cars ever tested by the U.S. government, and we update this in real time. So because our cars are connected, this is a big difference. All the other cars, with rare exception, are not connected. So the manufacturers don't really know what happened in a crash. But in the case of Tesla, we are able to look at crashes and see how can we improve the safety and look at the crashes, improve the crash structure. Also, we improve how the seat belts tension and how the airbags deploy. So in these updates, if we figure out, oh, there's a slightly better way to deploy the airbags to improve the safety in a crash, we'll actually do an over-the-air update to improve the way that the airbags deploy or the way that the seatbelt pre-tensions. And we're now starting to include our Tesla Autopilot AI to be able to see if a crash is about to occur, and if it sees that a crash is about to occur with 99+% probability, then it will activate the seatbelt pretensioners and deploy the airbags, as opposed to what the vast majority of cars do is the vast majority of cars are only able to deploy airbags when the crash is happening. And so that makes the airbag deployment a lot more violent, but if you can anticipate the crash, the airbag deployment can be much better than just impact. So, okay. We're also seeing FSD Beta grow very rapidly, and this is definitely going to go very exponential in miles driven. So we're now at over 40 million miles, and I suspect by the end of this year we'll be, I don't know, well over 100 million miles. So, and we're still tracking very much to have widespread deployment of FSD Beta this year in North America. So yeah. So I should say, if basically FSD Beta will be available to anyone who requests it by the end of this year. So. So, AI Day Part 2, I think people will be blown away, but that's at the end of next month, so we'll leave that, except there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So, now I'm sort of surprised that people, or at least like analysts out there, are not really understanding the importance of the Optimus robot. My guess is Optimus will be more valuable than the car than long term. And in fact, it will, I think, turn the whole notion of what's an economy on its head. At the point at which you have no shortage of labor, an economy is GDP per capita. If you do not have a capita constraint, then the economy just can be arbitrarily huge. So, yeah, it's sort of crazy. Anyway, and thank you for voting. So, your vote matters, and it's great to have direct contact with individual shareholders. And thank you for voting to support our proposals. So.
I'm very excited about AI Day 2. Seeing those beautiful robot hands, man, that is crazy. So, what do you think about all Elon Musk said? I'd like to know your opinion on all of this. Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that other people like you see this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos. See you next time.